Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. I don't know what happened, but OBS froze on me just a second ago. I'm just doing a little bit of trimming some supports. And I tried tree supports for this, and they definitely look better. Like the surface it prints looks better. But good God, they don't come off easy at all. Kinda sucks. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Investigations once again. Oh, is the stream even up? Hold on. Alright, yes. Alright, so we're gonna hop into some investigations in just a sec. Once I stop being so hyper-focused on this. And that'll be some fun action for sure. I'm interested to see where this is all going. Because I think we're now getting into post Ace Attorney original trilogy timeline territory. So this is uncharted waters for us. I don't really know what to expect. I assume there'll be a new mystery set up, like a new big overarching mystery. So that should be really fun to see. Sabres lost last night, meaning they're officially out of the playoffs. Shame, but hell of a run for a team that hasn't been to the show in a long time. But yeah, not too bad. I need to lock in. I'm too distracted. I'm very close to finishing the enclosure. I'm literally printing the last part of the door frame, and then after that, it's just the panels, the clear window panels. So we're getting real close. I'm very excited about that. Anyway, might be struggling to pry these supports off, but I'm struggling even more to pry myself away. All right. Anyway, let me put this something up real quick, and then we can back to this. But yeah, I got some epoxy arriving today, which will be perfect for finishing all this. All right, yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to finish this enclosure. So let's get into some Ace Attorney investigations and see how far we get today before I get distracted. Anyway, yes, we're on the game. All right. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to change it because it is looking for a different game right now. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Prosecutor's Gambit. Here he comes. The presidential plane descends from the western skies. It's making its final approach and lands right on the Gourd Lake. Just listen to that crowd. Welcome Zhang Fa. Welcome, Mr. President. And now, sir, your audience awaits. Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious criminal that dodged, thanks to the prosecutors of my office, you're great. God damn it. Uh-oh. That's troublesome. You have our most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget. The battle against evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked and righteous. That dude looks so much like a lion. What the hell? Ah! Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right away. If anyone can solve this, he can. I see Miles has gotten quite the reputation for himself at this point. March 25th, 2:46 p.m., Gourd Lake, spectator area. The news must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. Getting more frequent these days. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth. Thank goodness you're here, sir. This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective with the local precinct. He's the one usually assigned to my cases. How's the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's all right. Then I suppose you'd better show me to the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir. Hey, I said hey, yeah, you. Oh, wait, who's that? Who's that? You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't you? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything strike y'all as odd? No comment. Detective Gumshoe, with me. Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me. Now, detective, I'll need the facts of the case in as much detail as you can give me. This man does not look human. Well, the scene was right here at Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Zhang Fa. Di Jun Wang. Yes, I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now. It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up, and he went on stage as planned. And then, smack in the middle of his speech, bang, a gun goes off, and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives, apparently. Apparently? The truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. You were summoned on short notice as well? Got the dream team on it. Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off. I was in the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? The boss? Yeah, chief prosecutor was right here in the park. Saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs, "Get Mr. Edgeworth right away. He's the only man for the job." Something like that. I see. Oh, they cordoned the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good. Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. Search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Precisely. The president was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. All right, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe, how exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, our officers were mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. If I want to talk to them, I'll need to walk over and press A. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how this security detail was arranged during the speech? 2 of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd, and we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with the other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how you all go about it, huh? Sure is something seeing a pros at work. Care to share a little bit about what happened to the information once y'all got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles! I asked you a question, dang it! What happens next? Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective! Don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say. And what next? Well, I guess you could say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. It's Mr. Edgeworth's forte. He's a logic master. I can view what information I have with LB and connect them with Y. I should try it now. Just a quick press of LB and we'll be off to the path of logic. Excuse me. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack, completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. That whole logic never fails, huh? Indeed, all we need to do is find the right clues, then make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions. Let's get this investigation started. Time to examine anything that looks suspicious. Yes. Yes. Okay. No! Excuse me. I was surprised at you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they had the Steel Samurai balloon at a welcome party for a foreign president. It is a little odd, although now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Breaks your heart, don't it? It does. What villainy could have befallen him? Witnesses said he popped right about when the gun went off. Which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. And this is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it. It's the flag of Zhang Fa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, detective? There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Oh, that's beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Oh, good God. Exactly, which is how this flag should look. And yet here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course, is it, I give up. Come on, spill the beans. And you can lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference.
Take that!
Look closely. Do you see the holes? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Stops it. Had to order some more epoxy because this enclosure is taking a little more epoxy than I anticipated. Whoa, look at that. You're right, sir. And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through this flag? I think I've gathered enough information for the moment. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. Pop balloon. Yes. There is a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely that the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot as well, remember. Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. All right, on with the Ruffles! Ruffles! Y'all figure something out, huh? Care to share? Okay, it is a girl. I wasn't sure, honestly. Who exactly is she, and why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the case. Oh, I forgot to turn on my captions. Let me do that. Dun, 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 dun. There. Check, 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 check. No, yes, no. Oh, yep, there we go. Cool. Come on, give me something here. We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. There y'all are. A tabloid at your service. Tabloid, hilarious. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now. Looking into the case. Ms. Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd? Well, what can you tell me? Oh, wait, hold up. There's something I'd like to ask. Well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about them there, Ruffles? Where does a feather buy a Corvette like that? Cravat like that? Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be asking the questions here. Dang, here I thought I could get me something juicy for my piece. I need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon? I can't just be handing out leads for free. That stuff's my livelihood. Ah, come on, don't hold out on us. We all gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all are gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Wait for exactly, huh? Huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves, I wouldn't be so sure. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play chess. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. And no matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let us picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. Oh, this is very different. Okay. And now we must analyze the state of play. Y'all ain't getting nothing out of me. Not until you give me something in return. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses won't be easily broken. But I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious, not just of my strategy, but also of the passing of time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated, if you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding out what is it that she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambits. Mind chess. Ooh. Why don't you begin by telling me about what it is that you do? Sure, or I could totally not do that. I don't think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut. That's my job. Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody about. Shut up. I ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating. Don't you see? There's nowhere left to hide. I'm not really sure what you're getting out there, Ruffles. Curses. I should have picked my words more precisely. Okay. It's more effective to bide my time. Okay, so she wasn't agitated enough. And when they're vulnerable, that's the time. Okay. I'm a law-abiding everyday citizen, and you got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Well, sure, I guess. Leastways it will be once I bag me my first big scoop. I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct? Gotcha. Dang! Oh, sure. I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub on the beat. That's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. With the opening moves concluded, the mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Come on now, Ruffles, you ain't gonna give old Tabby some first? Absolutely not. Then I ain't giving you nothing neither. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. Takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to faze me. You may be a pro as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the scene of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double dang! Fine, I was here. I saw it. Came to report on the big speech. Wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. If she came to report on the event, she must have made a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. This is quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. You got more questions? You gotta give me some first. That's the deal. I am not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, I can't help you. Time to deploy my clue. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on record. So tell me, Ms. Lloyd, where is yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. I ain't near worn my shoes out running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I am not just anyone, young lady. I am the prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me? Ain't you getting it? No matter how many times you ask. Oh, you ain't getting it. You understand, don't you, Ruffles? Ain't nothing personal. I understand that your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't that sweet? And in such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed. Nah, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Just as long as I got my trusty tape recorder, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. Got you. Intriguing. A young reporter hungry for success, so dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape. Busted. Oh, dang it. This is my scoop you're messing with. My big break. Fine, sure. I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay? Checkmate. Interesting. So is that gonna replace the interrogations? Is that how they roll now? I kind of like that. It's a little more streamlined. You're something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary. And never mind that. Now play us the tape. This should finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be chief number 2 and be mentor to a rising star, aka me.
Chief number 2, huh? Kinda like a second parent. It's a big responsibility, sir.
And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights for the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give his star pupil the exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise, but the story is yours until the case is solved. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. Oh, you're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sakes of a scope, huh? All right, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right from this second, Ruffles. Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to the tape.
Honored friends and allies, I am here to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more.
The president's speech. The president passionately addresses the crowd as if trying to shake off the reports of his decline in popularity by sheer force of will. And then there's me. Can't beat a little live commentary to set the scene. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, there was these 2 old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, that part where the gun goes off is right after this. The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches a fever pitch.
The battle against evil rages on. Here, today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. 1 sec.
My epoxy has arrived. So, two shots were fired. Yep, and that tells us something. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. Of the 2 shots fired, one hit the president, which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon in that order, which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of the shooter. The only possible place from which a bullet could have been fired through the flag and into the bullet is... Well, if we're like this, right, and this, it's got to be from around here.
Take that!
Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon gives us the trajectory of one of our bullets and places our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area. Yes, indeed.
You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe, I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area.
Roger that, sir. So you need me to clear all these people out of the way, I guess.
I do, and what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it.
Yes, sir.
Chief? Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief.
I suppose you mean me, Ms. Lloyd?
I surely do. You gotta help me out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod, pummel, and push them wherever you like.
A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business. I am nobody's chief.
Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command.
I somehow doubt that.
Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Ms. Lloyd here cleared everybody out just like that. You should have seen it.
Oh, you ain't see nothing. The chief, my other chief, that is, he sends them running twice as quick.
She sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easier on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have all that running around. Your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I could do.
Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around and alakazam, no more dirt.
On the outside, perhaps, but you'd still have something of a problem with the inside.
We're ready to get back to the investigation whenever you are, sir.
The crowd has trampled the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all.
Lol. What's his face? Fuck, what's his name? Payne.
You even gotta pick through the trash yourself? Prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh?
Detective Gumshoe?
Right away, sir.
The faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage and the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished.
Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures.
Is he enjoying himself?
Bingo! A popsicle stick. Gotta love the jokes they put on these.
Detective.
So sorry, sir. Relevant evidence, huh? I think we got something.
Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
Oh, pipe. Okay. I thought it said PPE. I was like, interesting.
By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover the hidden details.
We sure can. Just tell me which way you want it, sir.
We can rotate the item. Yes, okay.
Yes. Finally. Okay. Saucy.
This is a document of some kind.
What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan? It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements.
It shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned.
It even has people's names on it.
Rook and Knight. So his bodyguards aren't natives of Zhangfa.
I heard he uses some private security firm.
But why not employ people from his own country?
I know why not. You don't want to hear a little Tabby Lloyd exclusive?
You really know something?
I sure do. I was over at their embassy not so long back sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of my sources tell me that the president's got more enemies than you got hairs on your head. including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force.
Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life.
Well, what was it doing dumped there in that bag?
You raise an interesting point. It's a document relating to a matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified.
Huh. Hey, there's something else in here.
Yeah, burying the lead a bit. Well, my.
Whoa, what's a gun doing here? Sir, this bag, it's gotta belong to the...
Yes, it could well have been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amid all the chaos. Could this be the work of a professional?
That would explain the security plan, too.
I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. This part is called the grip. I've held a few guns in my time, though they've never quite felt right in my hand. This one is no exception. 2 spent bullets in the cylinder, matching the 2 gunshots heard on the recording.
That proves it. This must be the weapon that was used.
And this is a laser sight.
It can be lined up with a target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here... Yep, definitely a red laser.
Could the assassin have used a laser sight to target the president?
That bag was a real find, huh? Just goes to show, a bag in the hand is worth 2 in the trash.
Nice work, detective. And now there's something else I'd like to ask of you if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics and see if they can find any prints.
Honest, sir.
A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along.
Got the results ready for you, sir.
That was quick.
You bet it was. Told the techs it was ultra super high priority. But, it came up empty.
And they checked everywhere?
Inside and outside, top to bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them.
I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. The television truck appears to be stuck in the mud.
Reminds me of the time I pushed your car out of that ditch, sir. Then you just drove away and left me there. Gotta admit, it felt kind of lonely.
Did I do that? I think I might have.
You came back, though, Mr. Edgeworth. Only left me there in the mud for maybe 15 minutes. I know you'd never forget about me, sir.
Of course I wouldn't. Barring those 15 minutes anyway. Damn, bro, damn. Man, the lens is cracked. What am I gonna do? The circuit board's hanging out. The whole thing's spitting sparks. It's like a fireworks show in there. Probably not a good idea to touch it, I guess.
Definitely not. Fireworks can be deadly, right, sir?
This isn't exactly rocket science, detective. And the cameraman is clearly otherwise occupied. Perhaps I can talk to him later.
Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is he again?
It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth, Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office.
He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne?
What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself.
His voice. I recognize it from that tape recording. Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Ms. Lloyd? And where is the chief prosecutor?
He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, out through the cordon.
So he had me summoned on short notice and then left before I even showed up. Rude. Rude indeed. Ooh. Yeah. You say you attended today's ceremony in order to gather material for an article of some kind?
You bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day.
And when did the ceremony begin?
Right after the rain stopped. We got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. Anyhow, the president's plane touched down right around 1:45 p.m. And the speech started at 2 on the nose.
What about the shooting?
Must have been maybe 20 after.
So 20 minutes after the ceremony began.
Yeah, shots rang out tearing through the air at only moments before you had been alive for years. Then tragedy. The president dropped to the floor, fell by an unknown assassin's bullet. It's 2:25 p.m. on March 25th, and I've been reporting to you live from the scene here at Gourd Lake.
What was that all about?
Sorry, just making some voice notes. Gotta get those ideas down when the second they come into the old noggin, you know? And every day you get to report on the assassination of a president, after all. It's dramatic. It's emotional. It's got everything I need to write an article that puts the readers right on there, right in the scene.
And did the president really drop to the floor?
Officers on the scene said his bodyguards escorted him straight into the presidential plane.
Hey, y'all can't blame me for getting a little carried away now, can you?
I'd better take any testimony she gives with a good-sized pinch of salt.
Stop it. Call me a reporter and all. It's kind of weird sometimes when someone else says it. Still, Tabby Lloyd, reporter at large, does have kind of a ring to it, don't you think?
But you are a reporter, correct?
Sure am. A reporter in training.
Have you even had any articles published?
Fixing to look up my work, huh? Well, that might be tricky.
And yet you call yourself a reporter nonetheless.
Also, the logo on the bag is the same as the logo on her shirts. I think it's her.
Well, I soon will be, won't I? That right here's a big old scoop. No mistake about it. And I got the whole thing on tape. Didn't miss a second. It's all thanks to my trusty mic and even my trustier tape machine. I'm about to set the journalistic world on fire like my mentor before me. You know Chief Ruffles? You know the Chief Ruffles, my mentor, my inspiration.
No, but you have mentioned her repeatedly.
Did I? Can't rightly say I remember.
What kind of reporter forgets a thing like that?
Well, it's just like the chief always says. Gotta treat information as irresponsibly as you can.
And what kind of mentor says that?
Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tape machine. You be sure and bag yourself the juiciest, sleaziest scoops you can now, you hear?
Wonderful. So you're the kind of reporter who sees fire under even the faintest trace of smoke.
Now, I'm the kind of reporter who puffs on the fire till the smoke about chokes you.
How is that any better? You're with one of the news channels?
Yeah, can I help you?
You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look?
I wish I could help you, but
That might be a little tricky.
and why is that, huh, pal? You got a problem with doing your civic duty or something?
No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic. And now I can't get it to work.
That footage would have helped immensely.
Yeah, just our luck.
What the?
You look.
Who is this gonna be? Is this gonna be Wolfie?
You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth.
I know that voice.
Oh shit, it's Kay! Alright.
Kay!
Really taking the long way.
Honestly, I leave you alone for 2 seconds, but don't worry. Your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one and only Kay Faraday. Hero? Only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not a great thief anymore? Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical. I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy. Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working a case. The case of the Yatagarasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, and who claimed to only steal the truth. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor to the so-called Great Thief. There's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough. Oh, what are you doing here, Kay? What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course. I suppose she did mention being fond of such things. And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys. But now I don't have to.
Good to see you, kiddo. You're as bright and breezy as ever.
Hey, Gummy, how you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself. So, Kay, are you really here to save the day? Yup. Prepare your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang. Did you now? Then you'd better show them to me. Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's a girl gotta do to impress you, huh? I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor here is about as much fun as a dang toothache. Won't even let me call him Chief. Oh, but I forget my manners. Tabby Lloyd, ace reporter at your service. And nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time he... You two can chat later. Hey, can I see those pictures? Ooh, fine, here. I took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos, people running everywhere. The president and his 2 bodyguards. The names on the security plan were Knight and Rook, I think. What's that? Thank you indeed, Kay. I think you provided us with a vital clue. Oh, wee! Your eyes just lit up like a pair of dang Christmas tree. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you've spotted? A contradiction. Huh? What now? I don't see nothing strange. Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. I need to highlight the point of the contradiction, and then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph. Yes, this is it. I'll simply press Y to make my deduction. And now to present the evidence that proves the contradiction.
I think this.
There's clearly a contradiction here.
If you say so, sir. I can't see anything myself.
You don't see it? Something so obvious. That's a contradiction in itself.
Mr. Edgeworth, you know, if you made a mistake, you could just tell me, don't you?
Oops.
A mistake. I've done no such thing, and I'll prove it to you. I've already located. Okay, yes. So it's not that. Let's see. I'm thinking it's either this or this. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, whoops. Okay, so then it's gotta be the balloon, maybe? Yes, yes. Oh my god. Now I genuinely have no clue. Okay, hold on. What the fuck? His eyebrow? Okay. Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. Now look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. Huh? What am I looking for here? Well, I'll be. Indeed, there is something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other picture. Oh, it is the red dot. Okay. Yeah, no shit.
What is that? Some kind of birthmark?
Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. I highly doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken.
And did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. That right there's gotta be a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. The look on your face. Huh. You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just such seemingly trivial details. Ooh, again with the face. All right, duly noted, Chief.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, come on.
I have solved the mystery of the red birthmark.
Really? So it wasn't a bug bite?
No, what we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It is, in fact, the beam of a laser sight.
Then our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead?
And shortly after the picture was taken, a second shot rang out.
Yeah, that's gonna do more than itch.
Indeed, I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought. And that the gun we found was the weapon used in the crime.
Why would the perp use a laser sight, though?
He's right. You'd stand out like crazy using something like that. Pew, pew, pew! It's not like you can just go around shooting lasers all over the place. No, and anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter.
Seems like a pretty bad idea all around.
Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them. It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. All right, Kay, let's see these other pictures. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Let's see. First up, here's one I took just before everything started going south. It might be more useful to us if half the frame wasn't taken up with your face.
I mean, she didn't know this was gonna be evidence, bro.
Can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off.
Oh shit! Yes, it tells us everything.
And this one I showed you before is from just after the first shot was fired. The second shot came just seconds after this. Then there's... What's this? I can hardly see anything. I got knocked over when everyone started running right after that last picture. Guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident.
Not sure this one's gonna be much use, kid.
And that's all of them.
All right. Time to take a closer look. Yes.
There, I see it.
What is it, sir?
Look closely at the person with the red hood.
Whoa, there it is!
Indeed, that is our laser sight right there.
So that's our perp. The one in the red hood must be...
The shooter, yes.
We found them, all thanks to yours truly.
Indeed, you led us right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief, the truth. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures too. Let's take another look.
Yes.
Look, right there! A red jacket. This must be our suspect.
Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway.
Luckily, we can see exactly where they were headed.
Oh, the samurai dog stand.
Precisely, which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe.
Honest, sir. Consider it cleared.
Good, I'm counting on you. We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down. Now let us continue our investigation.
There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it.
Alright, I'm actually really dying to work on my print, so I think I'm gonna do that. How do I save? Does this just autosave? Oh, there it is. Out of practice. Alright, so I'm gonna call this here. Yes. For today, and we'll pick up tomorrow. Appreciate y'all being here as always, and I will see you next time. We will continue this and probably start the next one, because I know this is just the tutorial, so I shouldn't have too much left, but all I can think about right now is finishing my print. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time.
somehow I feel free, I don't care about the rest. I feel the peace and contentment inside as I open my heart. I got nothing to hide, wouldn't trade anyone here by my side for a ransom of riches. My fortune is pride.